Big round of applause as we start off with Bile on the Bandstand's Taming of the Shrew.
Since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, I am arrived for fruitful Longwood, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's love and leave am armed with his goodwill and thy good company, my trusty servant, well approved in all. Here, let us breathe and haply institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. Pisa, renowned for brave citizens, gave me my being and my father first. A merchant, of great traffic through the world. Vincentio, come of the Bentable. Vincentio's son, brought up in Florence, it shall become to serve all hopes conceived, to deck his fortune with his virtuous deeds. And therefore, Tranio, while I study virtue in that part of philosophy, will I apply that treats of happiness by virtue specially to be achieved. Tell me thy mind, for I have Pisa left and am to Padua come, as he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
Gentle master mine, I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics nor no stocks, I pray. Bulk logic with acquaintance that you have, and practice rhetoric in your common talk, music and poesy used to quicken you, the mathematics and the metaphysics. The fault of them is your stomach serves you. No profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
Tranio, well dost thou advise. If, beyondello, thou wert come ashore, we could at once put us in readiness, and take a lodging fit to entertain such friends as time in Padua shall beget. But stay a while. Whose company is this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen, opportune me no further, for how I firmly am resolved you know. That is not to bestow my youngest daughter before I have found a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Catherine as I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To court her, rather. She's too rough for me. There, Hortensio. Will you any wife?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates, maid? How mean you that? No mates for you unless you grow gentler, milder.
In faith, sir, you shall never need to fear I wis it is not halfway to her heart. And if it were, doubt not her care should be to comb your noddle with a three-legged stool, and paint your face, and use you like a fool.
Are all such devils? Good Lord, deliver us!
And me too, good Lord.
Hushed, master. Here's some good pastime toward. That wench is stark mad, or wonderful froward.
But in the other silence do I see meets mild behavior and sobriety, and peace, Tranio.
Well said, master. Mum, engage your fill.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good on what I have said. and let it not displease thee, good Bianca. I love thee nevertheless, my girl.
Pretty Pete! It is best put a finger in the eye, and she knew why.
Sister, content you in my discontent. Sir, to your pleasure, humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio, thou mayst hear Minerva speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry, my, that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Why will you mew her up, Signor Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her bear the penance of her tongue?
Gentlemen, content you. I am resolved. Bianca, get thee in. For as I know, she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters I will keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or Signor Gramio, know of any such, well, prefer them hither. For I will, two cutting men, I shall be very kind and liberal in my own children in good bringing up. And so, I bid you a farewell. Catherine, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
Why? And I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Shall I be appointed hours as though belike I knew not what to take or what to leave? Ha!
You may go to the devil's dam. Your gifts are so good, here's none will hold you. There, love is not so great, Hortensio, but we may blow our nails together and fast it fairly out. Our cakes do on both sides. Farewell. Yet, for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light on a fit man to teach her that wherein she delights, I will wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gramio. But a word I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked parley, now upon advice, it toucheth us both. We might again have access to our fair mistress, and be happy rivals in Bianca's love, to labor and effect one thing especially.
What that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a husband for her sister.
A husband? A devil.
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Think thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, any man so very a fool to be married to hell?
Tosh, as you say, though it pass her patience and mine to endure her loud alarms, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, and a man could light on them, would take it with all faults, and money enough.
I cannot tell. I had as lief take her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's small choice in rotten apples, but come. Since his bar-in-law makes us friends, it shall be so far forth friendly maintained, that till helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free to a husband, and then have two at afresh, sweet Bianca. Happy man be his door. He that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gramio?
I'm agreed. Would I had given him the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing. That would thoroughly wed her and bed her and rid the house of her. Come.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love could of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love and idleness. Now confess to thee that art to me as secret and as dear as Anna to the Queen of Carthage was. Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young, modest girl. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, it is no time to chide you now. Affection is not rated from the heart. If love have touched you, naught remains.
Gramercy's lad, go forward. Discontents. Rest will comfort, for that counsel sound.
Master, you look so longly on the maid, perhaps you mark not what's the pith of all?
Oh, yes. I saw sweet beauty in her face, such as the daughter of Agenor had, that humbled great Jove to her hand when with his knees he kissed the Cretan strand.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how her sister began to scold, and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet is all I saw in her.
Nay, then 'tis time to stir him from this trance. I pray, awake, sir. If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands. Her elder sister is so cursed and shrewd that till the father rid his hands of her, master, your love must live a maid at home, and therefore hath he closely mewed her up, because she will not be annoyed with suitors.
Oh, what a cruel father's he! But art thou not advised he got her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her?
Aye, marry am I, sir. And now 'tis plotted.
I have it, Tranio.
Master, for my hand, both our inventions meet and jump in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will be the schoolmaster, and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is. May it be done.
Not possible! For who will bear your part, and be in Padua here Vincentio's son? Keep house, ply his book, welcome his friends, visit his countrymen, and banquet them.
Basta, content thee, for I have it full. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces for man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be Master Tranio in my stead. Keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched, and shall be so. Tranio, at once, uncase thee, take my colored hat, and, madam, 'tis silk.
Pretty lady.
Pray you, hold this. Now, Tranio, when Biondello comes, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first to keep his tongue.
So had you need. In brief, sir, sit that your pleasure is, and I am tied to be obedient. For so your father charged me at our parting, be serviceable to my son, quoth he. Although I think 'twas in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Tranio, be so, because Lucentio loves. Let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight hath thralled my wounded eye. What? Here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now? Where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his, or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest, and therefore frame your manners to the time. Your fellow, Tranio here, puts my apparel and my countenance on, while I, for my escape, have put on his. For in a quarrel since I came ashore, I killed a man, and fear I was descried. Wait you on him, I charge you, as becomes, while I make my way from hence to save my life. You understand me, man?
Aye, sir. Narrow it.
Not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio's changed into Lucentio.
The better for him. Would I were so too.
So could I, faith boy, to have the next wish after, that Lucentio indeed had Baptista's youngest daughter. But, Sirrah, not for my sake, but for your master's, I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kind of companies. When I am alone, why then I am Tranio. But in all places else, your master, Lucentio!
Good lad. Tranio, let's go. One thing more rests, that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, sufficeth my reasons are both good and weighty.
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my friends in Padua. But of all my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensio, and I trow this is his house. Here, Sirrah, Grumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir. Whom shall I knock? Is there any man here has abused your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir. Why, sir, what am I, sir, that I should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
Oh, my. My master's grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first. Then I know after who'll come by the worst.
Will it not be? Faith, Sirrah, and you'll not knock. I'll ring it. I'll try how you can show. Ah, and say it!
Help, mistress! Help! My master is mad!
Well then, knock when I bid you, Sirrah, villain.
How now? What's the matter? Why, my old friend Grumio. My good friend Petruchio. How do you all at Verona?
Signor Hortensio, come you to part the fray? Oh, conduto el cuore ben trovato, may I say?
Alla nostra casa benvenuto, molto honorato, signor mio Petruchio. Rise, Rubio, rise. We will compound this quarrel.
Nay, 'tis no matter, sir, what he leges in Latin. If this be not a lawful cause for me to leave his service, look you, sir, he bid me knock him and rap him soundly, sir. Well, was it fit for a servant to use her master so? In perhaps, for aught I can see, 32 a pip out, whom would to God I had well knocked at first, then had Grumio not come by the worst.
A senseless villain, good Hortensio. I bade the rascal knock upon your gate. I could not get her for my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate. Oh, heavens! Speak you not these words plain, sirrah? Knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, and knock me soundly, and come you now with knocking at the gate.
Sirrah, be gone or talk not, I advise you.
Petruchio, patience. I am Grumio's pledge. Well, there's a heavy chance twixt you and her, your ancient, trusted, pleasant servant Grumio. Tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Oh, such winds as scatters young men throughout the world to seek fortunes farther than at home. So it is with me, and thus in a few, Signor Potenzio, it stands. My father Antonio is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns I have in my purse and goods at home, and so am come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favoured wife? Thou'dst thank me but a little for my counsel, and yet I promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice, and therefore if thou know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, her wealth is burden of my wooing dance. Be she as foul as was Florentius's love, as old as Sybil, or cursed and shrewd as Socrates' Xanthip, or worse, she loves me not, or not at least removes affection's edge in me. Were she as rough as are the swelling Adriatic seas, I come to wive it wealthily in Padua, if wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Nay, look you, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an eaglet baby, or an old trot, with ne'er a tooth in her head, though she have as many diseases as 52 horses. Why, nothing comes amiss, so money comes with all.
Petruchio, since we are stepped thus far in, I will continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, and young, and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and 'tis faults enough, is that she is intolerable cursed, and shrewd and froward, so beyond all measure, were my state far worse than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Signor Hortensio, thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough, for I will board her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father's name is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Caterina Minola, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father, and yet I know not her. And he knew my deceased father well. Well, then, I will not sleep Hortensio until I see her, and therefore let me be thus bold with you, and give you over at this first encounter. Oh, unless you will accompany me thither.
I pray you, sir, let him go with a humour, lass. Oh, my word, and she knew him as well as I do. She would think scolding would do little good upon him. She may perhaps call him half a score knaves or so. Why, that's nothing. And he begin once, he'll rail in his rope tricks. I tell you what, sir, and she stand him but a little, he will throw a figure in her face, and so disfigure her with it, she shall have no more eyes to see with all than a cat. You know him not, sir?
Tarry, Petruchio, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life, and hold his youngest daughter, beautiful beyond. And her withholds from me and others more, suitors to her and rivals in my love, supposing it a thing impossible for those defects I before rehearsed, that ever Caterina will be wooed. Therefore this order hath Baptista attained, that none shall have access unto Bianca, until Catherine the Cursed have got a husband.
Catherine the Cursed! Ooh, a title for a maid. Of all titles, the worst.
Now will my friend Petruchio do me grace and offer me disguised in sober robes to old Baptista as a schoolmaster well seen in music to instruct Bianca, so that I may, by this device at least, have leave and leisure to make love to her, and unsuspected court her by herself.
Here's no knavery. See, to beguile the old folks, how the young folks play their heads together. Master, look about you. Who goes there, huh?
Peace, Romeo. 'Tis the rival of my love. Petruchio, stand by a while.
A proper stripling and an amorous.
Oh, very well. I have perused a note. Hark you, sir. I have them very bound, all books of love. See that at any hand. And see that you read no other lectures to her. You understand me? Over and besides Signor Baptista liberality, I'll man it with a largest. Here, take your paper too. Let me have them very well perfumed, for she's sweeter than perfume itself to whom they go to. What will you read her?
Whate'er I read to her, I'll plead for you, as for my patron. Stand you so assured, as firmly as yourself were still in place. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words than you, unless you were a scholar, sir.
Oh, this learning, what a thing it is.
Oh, this woodcock. What an ass it is.
Peace, your honor.
Romeo, mum. God save you, Signor Gramio.
Oh, you are well met, Signor Hortensio. Trow you whither I'm going? To Baptista Minola. I promise to inquire very carefully about a schoolmaster for the fair Bianca, and by good fortune I lighted well on this young man for learning and behavior fit for her turn, well read in poetry and other books, good ones, I grant you.
'Tis well. And I have met a gentleman hath promised me to help me to another, a fine musician, to instruct our mistress. So shall I no whit be behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me.
So beloved of me, and that my deeds shall prove.
And that his bags shall prove.
Gramio, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fair, I'll tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I met, and upon agreement from us to his liking, will undertake to woo Curse Catherine, yea, and to marry her, if her dowry please.
So said, so done is well. Hortensio, did you tell him all her faults?
I know she's an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
No, seest me so, friend? Which countryman?
Oh, born in Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead, and my fortune lives for me, and I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, sir, such a life is that a wife would be strange. But if you have the stomach to eat, in God's name you shall have me assisting you in all. But will you woo this wild cat?
Will I live?
Willie Wooer, aye, or I'll hang her.
Why come I hither but to that intent? Think you little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? And have I not heard the seas puffed up with winds rage like an angry boar chafed with sweat? And have I not heard great ordnance in the field, and heaven's artillery thunder in the skies? And have I not in a pitched battle heard loud larums, neighing steeds, and trumpets clang? You tell me of a woman's tongue that blows not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire. Tush, tush. We have boys with bugs.
For he fears. No.
Hortensio, hark. This gentleman is having come, my mind presumes, for his own good and yours.
I promise we will be contributors and bear his charge of wooing of whatsoe'er.
So we will, provided he win her.
I would I were as sure of a good dinner.
Gentlemen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Signor Baptista Minola?
He that has the two fair daughters. Is it you mean?
Even he, Biondello.
Hark you, sir, you mean not she too?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do?
Not her that chides, sir, at any hand, I pray.
I love no chiders, sir. Biondello, let's away.
Well begun, Traniel.
Sir, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you speak of, yea or no?
And if I be, sir, is it any offence?
No, if without more word you get you hence.
Why, sir, I pray, are not the streets as free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you do, she is the choice love of Signor Gremio.
That she's the chosen of Signor Hortensio.
Softly, my masters. If you be gentlemen, do me this right, hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentleman to whom my father is not all unknown. And were his daughter fairer than she is, she may more suitors have, and me for one. Fair Lida's daughter had 1,000 wooers, then well one more may fair Bianca have. And so she shall. Lucentio shall make one, though Paris came and hoped to speed alone.
What? This gentleman will outtalk us all.
Sir, give him head. I know he'll prove a jade.
Hortensio, to what end are all these words?
Sir, let me be so bold as ask you, did you ever yet see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two. The one is famous for her scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first's for me. Let her go by.
Yeah, lay this labor to great Hercules, and let it be more than Archimedes 12.
Sir, I understand you this of me and Shrew, the youngest daughter, whom you hearken for. Her father keeps from all access of suitors, and will not promise her to any man until the elder sister first be wed. The younger then is free, and not before.
If it be so, sir, that you are the man must stead us all, and me among the rest, and if you break the ice and do this feat, achieve the elder, set the younger free for our access, whose hap shall be to have her shall not so graceless be to be ingrate.
Sir, you say well and well you do conceive, and since you do profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentleman, to whom we all rest generally beholding.
Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please you we may contrive this afternoon, and quaff carouses to our mistress' health, and do as adversaries do in law, strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Oh, excellent motion! Fellows, let's be gone!
Fellows!
The motion's good indeed, and be it so.
Good sister, wrong me not, nor wrong yourself, to make a bondmaid and slave of me. Oh, the Lord is stayed, but for his goods unbind my hands. I'll pull them off myself, all my raiment to my petticoat, or what you will command me will I do, so will I know my duty to my elder. Of all thy suitors here, I charge thee tell, whom thou lovest best. See thou dissemble not. Believe me, sister, fallen men alive, I never yet beheld a special face which I can fancy more than any other. Minion! Thou liest! Is it not Hortensio? If you affect him, sister, here I swear, I'll plead for you myself, but you shall have him. Oh, then belike you fancy riches more? You'll have Gremio to keep you fair. Is it for him you do envy me so? Nay, then you jest, and now I well perceive you have but jested with me all this while. I pray thee, sister Kate, untie my hands. That be jest? Then all the rest was so.
Why, how now, dame? Whence grows this insolence? Stand aside, young poor girl, she weeps. Go ply thy needle, meddle not with her. For shame thou hilding such a devilish spirit. Why thou shalt wrong her that not wrong thee? When did she cross thee with a bitter word?
Her silence flouts me, and I'll be revenged.
What, in my sight? Bianca, get thee in.
What? Will you not suffer me? Nay then, now I see. She is your treasure. She must have a husband. And I must dance barefoot on her wedding day, and, for your love for her, lead apes in hell. Talk not to me. I will go sit and weep till I can find occasion for revenge.
What, in my sight? Was ever a gentleman such grieved as I? But wait, who comes here?
Good morrow, neighbor Baptista.
Ah, good morrow, neighbor Gremio. God save you, gentlemen.
And you, good sir, tell me, have you not a daughter called Katharina, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katharina.
You are too bled. Go to it orders.
You wrong me, Signor Gremio. Give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir. That hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behavior, am thus bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to gain mine eye the witness to that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in the music and the mathematics, to instruct her fully in those sciences, whereof I know she is not ignorant, except of him, or else you do me wrong. His name is Litio, born in Mantua.
You're welcome, and he for your good sake, but for my daughter, I don't know. She's not for your turn, the more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you like not of my company.
Mistake me not, I speak as I find. Whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, old Antonio's son, a man well known throughout all Italy.
I know him well. You are welcome for his sake.
Saving your tail, Petruchio. Let us, I pray, let us and our poor petitioners speak too. Zachary, your wondrous forward.
You wrong, Signor Gremio. I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, sir, but you will curse your way. Neighbor, this is a gift, very grateful, I am sure of it, to express a like kindness myself that have been more kindly beholding unto you than any. Freely give unto you this young scholar that has been long studying at Reims, as cunning in Greek, Latin, and other languages as the other in music and mathematics. His name is Cambio. Pray, accept his service.
1,000 thanks, Signor Gremio. Welcome, good Cambio. But gentle sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold as to ask the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir. The boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous. Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preferment of the elder sister. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage I may have welcome mongst the rest that woo, and free access and favor as the rest. And toward the education of your daughters, I here bestow a simple instrument, and this small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then their worth is great.
Lucentio's your name. Whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincentio.
By report I know him well. You're welcome for his sake. You take the lute, and you the set of books. You shall see your pupils presently. Voila! Within. Sarah, lead these gentlemen to my daughters, and tell them both that these are their tutors. Bid them and use them well. We shall go for a little walk in the orchard, and then to dinner. You're a passing welcome, and I hope you all pray to think to yourselves.
Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my father well, and in him me left solely heir to all his lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I should get your daughter's love, what dowry shall I have with her to wed?
Upon my death, the 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
And for that dowry, I'll assure of her widowhood, be it that she survives me and all my lands and leases whatsoever. And that specialities be therefore drawn between us, and that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, and when all the special things are well met, that is her love for all that is in all.
Well, that is nothing. For I tell you, father, I am as peremptory as she proud-minded. And where two raging fires meet together, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. Though little fire grows great with little wind, yet extreme gusts will blow out fire and all. So I to her, and so she yields to me. I am rough and woo not like a babe.
Well, mayest I woo, and be happy by thy speed. But be thou armed for some unhappy words.
I do the proof. As mountains are for winds that move not, though they blow perpetually.
promise you if I look pale.
What, does my daughter prove a good musician?
I think she'll suit to prove a soldier. Iron may hold with her, but never lutes.
Why, thou cannot make her into a lute?
Why, no, but she hath broke the lute to me. I did but tell her she mistook her frets and bowed her hand to teach her fingering when, with the most impatient, devilish spirit, frets call you these, quoth she, I'll fume with them. And with that hemp word she struck me on the head. And through the instrument my pate gave way. And there I stood, amazed for a while, as on a pillory, looking through the lute. Well, she did call me rascal fiddler and twangly jack and 20 other such vile terms as she had studied to misuse me so.
Now, by the world, it is a lust you had. I love her 10 times more than e'er I did. How I long to have some chat with her.
Go with us, and be not so discomfited. Proceed and practice with my younger daughter. She's apt to learn and happy for good turns. Signor Petracchio, will you go with us, or shall I bring my daughter Kate to you?
I pray that you do. I'll attend her here. I will woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that she rail. Why then, I will tell her plain that she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. So say that she frown, and she won't speak a word. Why then I'll commend her volubility, and say she uttereth piercing eloquence. And if she do bid me pack, why then I'll give her thanks as though she bid me stay by her a week. And if she deny me wed, I will pray that the day I shall ask her bands, and we be married. And now here she comes. And now, Petruchio, speak. Good morrow, Kate. For that is your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine that do talk of me.
Well, you lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom. Kate of Kate Hole, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates, and therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs. I myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? In good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first. You were immovable.
Ooh, why? What's a move?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you, if me you mean.
Oh, alas, Kate, I will not burden thee, knowing thee to be but young and light.
Ah, too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be, should buzz.
Well ta'en and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, will a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle, as he takes the buzzard.
Oh, come, Kate, in faith, you are too angry, wasp.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
Well, my remedy then is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool can find where it lies.
Who knows not where wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours. If you talk of tails. And so, farewell.
Why, with my tongue in your tail? Come, Kate, come, I am a gentleman.
That's all right.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait. I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So, may you lose your arms. If you strike me, you are no gentleman, and if no gentleman, why then, no arms.
Oh, Harold, Kate, oh, put me in thy books.
What is your crest? A coxcomb?
A combless cock. So Kate would be my hen.
No cock of mine. You crow too, like a craven.
Oh, nay, come, Kate, come. You must not look so sour.
'Tis my fashion when I see a crab.
Oh, why, he is no crab, and therefore, look not sour.
Ah, there is.
Oh, then shows me.
Had I a looking glass, I would.
What, do you mean my face?
Well aimed. For such a young one.
Oh, now, by St. George, I'm too young for you.
And yet, you are
Just with cares.
I cannot.
Nay, it's soon, Kate, it's soon. You escape not so.
I might chafe you if I tarry.
Let me go! Oh, no, not a whit. I find thee passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough, coy, and sullen, and now I find report very lie. For thou art pleasant, gamesome, and passing courteous, but slow in speech, and yet as sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip as angry wenches will, nor haste thou pleasure to be cross in talk, but with mildness entertainest thy wooers. Gentle conference, soft and affable. Who in the world doth say Kate doth live? Slenderest world, Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender and brown in hue as hazelnuts, and sweeter than the kernels. Let me see thy walk, thou hast not hoped.
Go, fool, and who'st thou keep command?
Did ever Diane so become a grove as catered chamber in her princely gate? Be thou Diane, and let her be Kate, and then Kate be chaste and Diane sportful.
Where did you study this goodly speech?
It is extemporary from my mother wit.
A witty mother, whichless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you whore.
Well, marry, so I mean, sweet Catherine, in thy bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your father hath agreed that you shall be my wife. Your dowry agreed upon, and will you, nill you, I will marry you. Now I am a husband for your turn, Kate, for by this light whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well. Thou must be married to no man but me, Kate. I am he and born to tame you, Kate, and turn you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Oh, well, here comes your father. Make no denial. I must and will have Catherine to my wife.
Now, Signor Patercio, how speed you with my daughter?
Oh, how but well, sir, how but well. It should be impossible I should speed amiss.
Why, how now, daughter Catherine? Are you in the dumps?
Call you me daughter? No, I promise you, you have sure to tender fatherly regard, to wish me wed to one half lunatic, a madcap ruffian, and a swearing Jack, who thinks an oath to face the matter out.
Father, 'tis thus, yourself and all the world that talked of her have talked amiss of her. For if she be cursed, it is for policy. She is not froward, but modest as the dove. She is not hot, but temperate as the morn. For patience she will prove a second Griselle, and Roman Lucrece for her chastity. And in conclusion, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchio, she says she'll see you hang first.
Is this your speeding? Nay, then good night our part.
Be patient, gentlemen. I choose her for myself. If she and I be pleased, what's that to you? 'Tis bargain twixt us twain that, being alone, she shall still be cursed in company. 'Tis incredible to believe how much she loves me. The kindest Kate, oh! She hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink she won me over to her love. Give me thy hand, Kate, for I will unto Venice to buy apparel against the wedding day. Provide the feast, father, and bid the guests. I will be sure my Catherine shall be fine.
I don't know what to say. Give me your hands. God send you joy, Petruchio. 'Tis a match.
Amen, say we.
We will be witnesses.
Father and wife, and gentlemen, adieu. I will unto Venice Sunday. Comes apace. We will have rings and things in fine array. And kiss me, Kate. We will be married on Sunday.
Was ever match clapped up so suddenly?
Faith, gentlemen. Now I play a merchant's part and go madly on a desperate mart.
'Twas a commodity lay fretting by you. 'Twill bring you gain or perish on the seas.
The gain I seek is quiet in the match.
No doubt, but he has got a quiet catch. But now, Baptista, to your younger daughter, now is a day we long have looked for. I am your neighbor and was suitor first.
And I am one that loved Bianca more than words can witness, or your thoughts can guess.
Young lady, thou canst not love so dear as I,
Greybeard, thy love doth freeze.
and thy doth fry. Skippers, turn back this age that nourisheth.
But youth in ladies' eyes that flourisheth.
But content you, gentlemen, I will compound this strife. 'Tis deeds that must win the prize, and he who can show that my daughter the greatest dower shall have my Bianca's love. Say, Signor Gramio, what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with gold and plates, basins and ewers to lave her dainty hands. My hangings all in Tyrian tapestry. In ivory coffers I have stuffed my coins. In cypress chests my Arab's counterpoints. Costly apparels, tents and canopies, fine linen, turkey cushions, both in pearls, valence of various gold in needlework, and all things that belongs to house or housekeeping. Then, at my farm, I have 100 milch kine to the pail, 6 score fat oxen standing in my stall, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself, I am struck in years, I must confess, and if I die tomorrow, all this is hers. If whilst I live, she will be only mine.
That only came in well. Sir, list to me. I am my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife, I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good within rich Pisa walls as anyone old Signor Gremio has in Padua here. Besides, 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all which shall be her jointure. What, have I pinched you, Signor Gremio?
2,000 ducats by the year in land. My land I must not do this in all. That she shall have, and besides, an Augustine that is now lying in Marcellus Road. What? Have I choked you with an Augustine?
Gremio, 'tis known my father hath no less than 3 great argosies, besides 2 galleasses and 12 tight galleys. These I will assure her, and twice as much whate'er thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all, I have no more. She can have no more than all I have. But if you like me, she will have me and mine.
Why, then the maid is mine from all the world by your firm promise. Gremio is outvied.
Well, I must confess, your offer is the best, and let your father make her the assurance that she is your own. Else, pardon me, if you were to die before him, where's her dower?
That's but a cavil. He's old, I young.
And may not young men die as well as old?
Well, gentlemen, I am thus resolved. On Sunday next, you know my daughter Catherine will be married. Now, on the Sunday following, shall Bianca be bride to you if you give her this assurance? Or if not, to Signor Gramio. And so, I take my leave, and I thank you both.
Adieu, good neighbor. Ha, 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 ha. Now I fear thee not, Sirrah, young gamester. Your father was a fool to give you all, and in his wedding age to set foot under thy table. Ha, tut, a toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy. Ha, 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 ha.
A vengeance on your crafty, withered hide. Yet I have faced it with a card of 10. 'Tis in my head to do my master good. I see no reason but suppose Lucentio must get a father, called suppose Vincentio, and that's a wonder. Fathers do commonly get their children, but in this case of wooing, a child shall get a sire if I fail not in my cunning.
Fiddler, forbear, you grow too forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment your sister Catherine welcomed you withal?
Frank, Hetty, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony. Give me leave to have prerogative, and when in music we have spent an hour, your lecture will have leisure for as much.
Preposterous ass. That's never read so far as to know the cause why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his studies or his usual pains? Then, give me leave to read philosophy. While I pause, serve in your harmony.
Sirrah, I will not bear these braves of thine.
Why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no preaching scholar in the schools. I'll not be tied to hours nor appointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And to cut off all strife here, sit we down. Take you your instrument, play you the whiles. His lecture will be done ere you have tuned.
You'll leave this lecture when I'm in tune.
That will never be. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Here, madam.
Conster them.
Hic ibat, as I told you before. Simois, I am Lucentio. Hic est, son unto Vincentio of Pisa. Sigea tellus, disguised thus to get your love. Hic steterat, in that Lucentio that comes a-wooing. Priami is my man Tranio. Regia, bearing my port. Celsa senis, that we might beguile the old pantaloon.
Madam, the instrument's in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, 5, a treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now, let me see if I can conster it. Hic ibat simois, I know you not. Hic est segea tellus, I trust you not. Hic steterat pliami, take heed he hear us not. Regia, presume not. Celsa senis, despair not.
Madam, 'tis now in tune.
All but the bass.
The bass is right. 'Tis the bass knave that jars. How fiery and forward our pedant is. By my life, the knave doth court my love. Pedescule, how much you better yet.
In time I may believe, yet I mistrust.
Mistrusted not, for Aeacides was Ajax, called so from his grandfather.
I must believe my master, else I promise you I should be arguing still upon that doubt. But Litio, to you, good master, take it not unkindly, pray if I have been thus pleasant with you both.
You may go walk and give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait. And watch withal, for but I be deceived, our fine musician groweth amorous.
Madam, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, I must begin with the movements of art. To give you gamut of a briefer sort, more pleasant, pithy, affectionate, than have been taught by any of my trade. And here it is in writing, daily drawn.
Why, I am past my gamut long ago.
Yet read the gamut of Hortensio.
Gamut, I am, the ground of all accord. Are to plead Hortensio's passion, be me, Bianca, take him for thy lord. Si fa, that loves with all affection. Di sol, one clef, 2 notes have I. Ela, me, show pity, I die. Call you this gamut? Tut, I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I'm not so nice to change true rules for odd inventions.
Your father your books and come and help dress your sister's chamber up. Tomorrow is their wedding day.
Farewell, sweet masters both. I must be gone.
Faith, mistress, then I have no cause to stay.
But I have cause to pry into this pedant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love. Yet if thy thoughts, Bianca, be so humble, to cast thy wandering eye on every stair, seize thee that list. If once I find thee arranging, Hortensio will quit with thee by changing.
Signor Lucentio, this is the appointed day that Catherine and Patricio should be married, yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What is to be said? What mockery will it be to want the bridegroom when the priest intends to speak at ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to this shame of ours?
No shame but mine.
I must, forsooth, be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart. To a man's brain reads be full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you I was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jests and blunt behavior, and to be noted for a merry man, he wooeth the thousand for the day of marriage, make friends, invite, proclaim the banns. Yet he never means to wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Catherine and say, lo, there is man Petruchio's wife. If it would please him, come and marry her.
Patience, good Catherine, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well, whatever fortune stays him from his word. Though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal he's honest.
But Catherine, I've never seen him, though!
Girl, I cannot blame thee to weep. Such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more thy of thy impatient humor.
Master news! And such old news as you never heard of!
Is it new and old? How may that be?
Why, is it not news to hear if Petruchio is coming?
Oh, is he come?
Why, no, sir.
Well, what then?
He is coming.
Well, when will he be here?
When he stands where I am and sees you there.
But say, what to thine old news?
Why? Petruchio is coming, in a new hat and an old jerkin, a pair of old breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, an old rusty sword ta'en out of the town armory, with a broken hilt, and shapeless, with 2 broken points. His horse, hipped with an old mothy saddle, and stirrups of no kindred, besides, possessed with the glanders, and like to Mose in the chine, troubled with the lampass, infected with the fashions, full of Wingull, sped with spavins, rayed with the yellows, past cure of the fives, stark spoiled with the staggers, benon with the bot, swayed in the back, and shoulder shot near-legged before, and with a half-checked bit, and a headstall of sheep's leather, which, being restrained to keep him from stumbling, hath been often burst, and now repaired with knots. One girth, 6 times pieced, and a woman's crupper of velour, which hath 2 letters for her name, fairly set down in studs, and here and there, pieced with pack thread.
Who comes with him?
Oh, sir, his lackey, for all the world comparison, like the horse, with a linen stock on one leg, and a kersey boot hose on the other, gartered with a red and blue list, an old hat, and the humor of 40 fancies pricked in it for a feather, a monster, a very monster in apparel, and not like a Christian footboy or a gentleman's lackey.
'Tis some odd humor pricks him to this fashion. Yet oftentimes he goes but mean apparelled.
Well, I'm glad he comes, however he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not.
Did not thou say he comes?
Who? A Petruchio came?
Aye! That Petruchio came!
No, sir, I say his horse comes, with him on his back.
Oh my God, that's all in one.
Well, come! Where be these gallants? Who's at home?
You are welcome, sir.
Oh, and yet I come not well.
Yet you hold not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Oh, were it better that I should rush in thus. But where's Kate? Where is my lovely bride? I say to know from her, how does my father, gentles, methinks you frown? And wherefore gaze this goodly company, as if they some wondrous monument, comet, or unusual prodigy?
Why, why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad, fearing you would not come, and now sadder that you come so unprovided. Fie off this habit! Shame on your estate! And I sure for this solemn festival.
And tell us what occasion of import hath also long detained you from your wife, and sent you hither so unlike yourself.
Tedious it were to tell, and harsh to hear. Sufficeth, I am come to keep my word, though in some part enforced to digress, which at more leisure I will so excuse as you should well be satisfied with all. But where's Kate? The morning wears. 'Tis time we were at church.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chambers, put on clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. And thus, I'll visit her.
Why, I thus trust that you will not marry her.
But sooth even thus, and therefore hath done with words. To me, she is married, not unto my clothes. If I could repair what Kate will wear in me as I could change these poor accoutrements, well for Kate and better for myself. But what a fool am I to chat with you when I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
He hath some meaning in this mad attire. We will persuade him, be it possible, to put on better ere he go to church.
I will after him and see the event of this.
But, sir, to love concerneth us to add her father's liking, which to bring to pass, as I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a man. Whate'er he be, it skills not much, will suit him to our turn, and he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I hath promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope and marry sweet Bianca with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmaster doth watch Bianca's steps so narrowly, 'twere good, methinks, to steal our marriage, which, once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own, despite of all the world.
That by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business. We'll o'erreach the greybeard Gremio, the narrow prying Father Minola, the quaint musician amorous Litio, all for my master's sake, Lucentio. Oh, Signor Gremio! Came you from the church?
As willingly as e'er I came from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bridegroom, say you? 'Tis a groom indeed, a trembling groom, and that the girl shall find.
Curser than she, why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil and a very fiend.
Why, she's a devil, the devil's damned.
Turn, she's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. Let me tell you, sir, who sent you. When the priest should ask if Catherine should be his wife, I by Gog's wounds, quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed, the priest let fall the book, and as he stooped again to pick it up, that mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. Now, take them up, quoth he, if any list.
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook for why he stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen him. Then, after many ceremonies done, he called for wine. A health, quoth he, as if he was abode carousing to his friends after a storm. Quaff off the muscatel, and threw the sops all into the sexton's face, having no other reason but that his beard grew thin and hungry, and seemed to ask him for sops as he was drinking. Then, this done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her lips with such a clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo, and I came from thence, for very shame, and after me I do, the rout is coming. Such a mad wedding never was before. Tom, the minstrel's play.
Where's the sparkle? Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer. But so it is my haste that called me hence, and here I mean to take my leave.
I trust you will await tonight.
I must await today before night come. Make it no wonder if thou knew my business, you would entreat me go rather than stay. But honest, come. I thank you all for your pains that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you stay till after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It can be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me, stay, and yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grumio! My horse?
Aye, they be ready. The oaks have eaten the horses.
Nay then, do what thou canst, I will not go today. No, nor tomorrow, not until I please myself. The door is open, sir, there lies your way. You may be jogging while your boots are green. As for me, I will not be gone till I please myself. 'Tis like you'll prove a jolly surly groom that takes you at the first, so roundly.
Yes, content thee, prithee, be not angry.
I will be angry, what hast thou to do?
Catherine!
Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
Aye, Marisa, now it begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she had not a spirit to resist.
It shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Oh, obey the bride. Attend the feast, you that attend on her. Revel in domineer, carouse full measure, and mayordy head. Be mad and merry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stare, nor stamp, nor fret. I would be master of what is mine own. She is my goods, my chattels. She is my house, my household stuff, my field, my horse, my barn, my ox, my ass, my anything, and here she stands. Touch her, whoever dare. I'll bring mine action on the proudest he that stops my way in Padua. Grumio, draw forth thy weapon. We are beset with thieves. Fear not, sweet wench. I will not let them touch thee, Catherine, and I'll buckler thee against 1,000,000.
Aye, let them go, couple of quiet ones.
When they not so quickly, I should die laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like.
Mistress, what's your opinion of your sister?
Being mad at herself, she's madly mated.
I warrant him Petrichio is hated.
Neighbors and friends, though bride and bridegroom want sport to supply the places at the table, you know there'll be no junkets at the feast. Sentio, you shall provide the bridegroom's place, and let Bianca have her sister's room.
Shall sweet Bianca practice how to bride it?
She shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
Okay, we're going to have a 15-minute break.
Fie on all tired jades, and all mad masters, and all foul ways. Was ever one so beaten? Was ever one so afraid? Was ever one so weary? I am sent before to make a fire, and they are coming after to warm them. Now, were I not a little pot and soon hot, my very lips might freeze to my teeth, my tongue, to the roof of my mouth, my heart, in my belly, ere I come by a fire to thaw me. But I, for blowing the fire, shall warm myself, for, considering the weather, a taller one than I would take a cold. Holla-ho! Curtis!
Who is that who calls so coldly?
A piece of ice? If thou doubt it, thou mayst slide from my shoulder to my heel with no greater a run than my head and neck. A fire, good Curtis.
Is my master and his wife coming, Grumio?
Oh, aye, Curtis, aye, and therefore fire. Fire cast on no water.
Is she so hot as Shrew as is reported?
Oh, she was, good Curtis, before this frost. But thou knowest, winter tames man, woman, and beast. For it hath tamed my old master, and my new mistress, and myself, fellow Curtis.
Away, you 3-inch fool! I am no beast!
Am I but 3 inches? Why, thy horn is a foot, and so long am I, at the least. But wilt thou make a fire? Or shall I complain on thee to our mistress, whose hand, she being now at hand, thou shalt soon feel for being slow in thy hot office?
Oh,
Oh, I prithee, good Grumio, how goes the world?
A cold world, Curtis, in every office but thine, and therefore fire. Oh, do thy duty, and have thy duty, for thy master and mistress are almost frozen to death!
There's fire ready. Therefore, I pray thee the news.
Right, yeah, boy, oh boy, and all the news thou wilt.
Come, you are so full of coney catching.
And therefore fire, for I have caught extreme cold. Oh. Where's the cook? Is supper ready? House trimmed, rushes strewed, cobwebs swept, the serving man in their new fustian, their white stockings, and the officers in their new uniforms. Be the jacks fair within, the gills fair without, carpets laid, and everything in order.
They are. Therefore, I pray thee the news.
First, no, my horse is tired. My master and mistress fallen out.
How?
Out of the saddle and into the dirt, and thereby hangs a tail.
Hat, good Grumio.
Lend me thine ear.
Here.
There.
Ow! That's 'tis to feel a tale, not to hear a tale.
Therefore, 'tis called a sensible tale, and this cuff is but to knock at your ear to beseech listening. Now I begin. Imprimus, we came down a foul hill, my master riding behind my mistress.
Both of one horse.
What's that to thee?
Why, a horse.
Nay, hush. Tell thou the tale. Had thou not crossed me, thou shouldst have heard how her horse fell, and she under her horse. Thou shouldst have heard in how miry a place, how she was bemoiled, how he left her with the horse upon her, how he beat me because her horse stumbled, how he swore, how she prayed that never prayed before, how I cried, how the horses ran away, how her bridle had burst, how I lost my crupper, of many things a worthy memory, which now shall die in oblivion, and thou go unexperienced to thy grave.
Ha ha ha! By this reckoning, he is more shrew than she.
Oh, I, Curtis, and that thou, and the proudest of you all, shall find when he comes home. But what talk I of this? Call forth Nathaniel, Joseph, Nicholas, Walter, Philip, Jurgenthorpe, and the rest. Let their heads be slickly combed, their blue coats brushed. Let them curtsy with their left legs, and not presume to touch a hair of their master's horse tail till they have kissed their hands. Are they ready?
They are.
Call them forth.
Oh, do you hear? Oh, you must meet my master to countenance my mistress.
Why? She hath a face of her own.
Who knows not that?
Thou, it seems, that calls on company to countenance her.
I call them forth to credit her.
She comes to borrow nothing of them.
Welcome home, Grumio.
Well, welcome you. How now you? And how know you? How now?
How now, Grumio?
And thus much for... and thus much for greeting. And now, my spruce companions, are all things ready and all things neat?
All things is ready. How near is our master?
Even at hand, alighted by this cook's passion. Silence! I hear my master.
What be these days? What? No man that stirred to hold my horse who take my king. Where's Nathaniel? Gregory! Philip!
Here's
Here, sir.
Oh, his sir! You logger-headed, unpolished screws! What? No attendance, regard, duty? Where's the peasant swine I sent before?
Yes, as foolish as I was before.
You horse and malt horse drudge! Did I not bid thee meet me in the park and bring along these rascal knaves with thee?
Nathaniel's coat, sir, was not thoroughly made, and Gabriel's pumps were all unpinked in the heel. There was no link to color Peter's hat. Walter's dagger was not come from sheathing. There were none fine but Adam, Wraith, and Gregory. The rest were old, ragged, beggarly. Yet as they are, there they are. Come to meet you.
Go, rascals, go! And fetch my supper in! Oh. Where's the life of later let? What? Kate, sit down and welcome. What when I say, Kate, be merry, off with my boots, you rogues, villains! Oh, it was the fry you fought as great as you fought. Ah! Villain, you prick my foot right! Oh, take it! And then the plucking of the other! Kate, be merry. What? Some water here, what? Oh! Where's my spaniel, Troilus? Sirrah? Get you hence and bid my cousin Ferdinand come hither. Kate, one that you must kiss and be acquainted with. What, shall I have some water here? Will I have slippers? Oh, come, Kate, and wash and welcome heartily. Oh, you whoreson villain! No, will you let it fall?
Patience, I pray thee. Was it full and willing?
You whoreson, beetle-headed, flabby knave! Oh. Come, Kate, let's sit down, everybody. I know you have some. Will you give thanks, Kate, or else shall I? Oh. What is this? Must.
I?
Who brought it?
Aye.
'Tis burnt and so is all the meat. Whose dogs are all these? Where's the rascal cook? Oh, how durst you village use bring it from the dresser, and you serve it thus to thee that love it not? Take it! Trenches, cups, pieces, trumpets, are not slaves! What do you grumble? I'll be with you straight!
Patience, I pray thee, husband. 'Twas a fault unwilling. The meat was well if you were so contented.
'Twas burnt, and so was all the meat, and I expressly am forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler, implanteth anger, and better it were that both of us fastened ourselves a choleric, than feed it with such overgrowth. Learn. Be patient. Tomorrow shall be met, and for this night we'll fast for company. Come, I'll bring thee to thy bridal chamber. Peter, this ever see the light?
He kills her in her own humor.
Oh, where is he?
In her chamber, making a sermon of continency to her, and swears and rails and rates, and she, poor soul, knows not which way to look, to think, to speak, and sits as if new risen from a dream. Oh, away, for he's coming hither.
Thus have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. When now my falcon now was sharp and passing empty, until she stoop, must not be full gorged, for then we shall never look upon her lure. Another way I have to man my haggard, to make her come and know her keeper's call. That is to watch her, as we will watch these kites who bait and beat, and not be obedient. She ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not. And as with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find about the making of the bed. And here I'll fling the pillow, and there the bolster, and this way the coverlet, and another way the sheets, and I amid this hurly. I intend all is done in reverent care of her. And in conclusion, she will watch all night, and if she chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl, and thus, with the clamor, keep her still awake. This is how to kill a wife with kindness. He that knows better how to tame a shrew. Now, let him speak. 'Tis charity to shew.
Is it possible, friend Letio, that Mistress Bianca doth fancy any other but Lucentio? I tell you, sir, she bears me fair in hand.
Sir, to satisfy you in what I have said, stand by and mark the manner of his teaching.
Now, mistress, profit you in what you read.
What master read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess. the art to love.
And may you prove, sir, master of your art.
While you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart.
Quick proceeders, Mary. Now tell me, I pray, you that swear that your Mistress Bianca loved none in the world so well as you.
Oh, despiteful love, unconstant womankind. I tell thee, Letio, this is wonderful.
Mistake no more. I am not Letio nor a musician as I seem to be, but one that scorned to live in this disguise, for such a one as leaves a gentleman, makes a goddess a cullion. Know, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
Signor Hortensio! I have often heard of your entire affection to Bianca, and since mine eyes are witness of her lightness, I will with you, if you be so contented, forswear Bianca and her love forever.
See how they kiss in court. Signor Lucentio, here is my hand, and here I firmly vow never to woo her more, but to forswear her as one unworthy of all the former favors that I fondly flattered her withal.
And here I take the like, unfeigned oath, never to marry with her, though she would entreat. Fie on her, see how beastly she doth court him.
Would all the world but he had quite forsworn. For me, so I shall surely keep mine oath, I will be married to a wealthy widow, ere 3 days past, who hath as long loved me as I have loved this proud and disdainful haggard. And so farewell, Signor Lucentio. Kindness in women, and not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave in resolution as I swore before.
Mistress Bianca, bless you with such grace as longeth to a lover's blessed case. Nay, I have ta'en you napping, gentle love, and forsworn you with Hortensio.
Tranio, you jest, but have you both forsworn me?
Mistress, we have.
Then we are rid of Lytia.
If faith, he'll have a lusty widow now, that will be wooed and wedded in a day.
God give him joy.
Aye, and he'll tame her.
He says so, Tranio?
Faith, mistress, he has gone unto the taming school.
The taming school? What? Is there such a place?
Aye, mistress, and Petruchio is the master, that teacheth tricks 11 and 20 long, to tame a shrew and charm her chattering tongue.
Oh, master, master, I have watched so long that I am dog-weary. But at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill will serve the turn.
What is he, Biondolo?
Master, a mercantant, or a pedant. I know not what, but formal in apparel and gait and countenance, surely like a father.
What of him, Tranio?
If he be credulous and trust my tale, I'll make him glad to see Vincentio, and give assurance to Baptista Minola as if he were the right Vincentio. Take in your love, and then let me alone.
God save you, sir.
And you, sir, you are welcome. Travel you far on, or are you at the farthest?
Sir, at the farthest for a week or two, but then up further as far as Rome, and so to Tripoli, if God lend me life.
What countryman, I pray?
A Mantua.
Mantua, sir. Marry, God forbid. And come to Padua careless of your life?
My life, sir, how I pray for that goes hard.
'Tis death for anyone in Mantua to come to Padua. Know you not the cause? Your ships are stayed at Venice, and the Duke, for private quarrel twixt your Duke and him, hath published and proclaimed it openly. 'Tis marvel, but that you are but newly come, you might have heard it else proclaimed about.
Alas, it is worse for me than so, for I have bills for money by exchange from ports, and must here deliver them.
Well, sir, to do you courtesy, this I will do, and this I will advise. First tell me, have you ever been at Pisa?
Aye, in Pisa have I often been. Pisa, renowned for grave citizens.
Among them know you one Vincentio?
I know him not, but I have heard of him, a merchant of incomparable wealth.
He is my father, sir, and sooth to say in countenance somewhat doth resemble you.
As much as an apple doth an oyster, and all one.
To save your life in this extremity, this favor will I do you for his sake, and think it not the worst of all your fortunes that you are like to Sir Vincentio. His name and credit will you undertake, and in my house you shall be friendly lodged. Look that you take upon you as you should, you understand me, sir. So shall you stay till you have done your business in the city. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Oh, sir, I do, and I'll repeat you ever the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go with me to make the matter good. This, by the way, I let you understand, my father is here looked for every day to pass assurance of a dower in marriage twixt me and one Baptista's daughter here. In all these circumstances, I'll instruct you. Go with me to clothe you as becomes you.
to my father's door upon entreaty of a present alms, if not elsewhere they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat, giddy with lack of sleep, with oaths kept waking and brawling fed. And that which smites me more than all these wants, he does it under the name of perfect love. As who should say if I should sleep or eat, 'twere deadly sickness whilst present death. I prithee, go and get me some repast, I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say thee to a neat's foot?
'Tis passing good, I prithee let me have it.
I fear it is too choleric a meat. How say you to a fat tripe?
I like it well. Good Grumio, fetch it me.
I cannot tell. I fear it is choleric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish I do love to feed upon.
Aye, but the mustard is too hot a little.
Why then the beef and let the mustard rest?
Nay, you shall have the mustard, or you get no beef of Grumio.
Then both or one or anything thou wilt.
Why then the mustard with out the beef.
Go! Get thee gone, thou false deluding slave, that feasts upon me with the very name of meat. Sorrow on thee, and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery. Go! Get thee gone, I say!
Oh, how fares my Kate? What sweeting, Almort?
Mistress, what cheer?
In faith, as cold as can be.
Oh, pluck up thy spirits, look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, see how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and serve thee. I'm sure, sweet Catherine, this kindness merits thanks. What, not a word? Nay, then, thou lovest it not, and all my pain to sort it. No proof here, take away this dish.
I pray let it stand.
The poor service will be repaid with thanks, and so shall mine, till you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Signor Petruchio fine. You are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear you company.
Eat it up all, Hortensio. Much good do it unto thy gentle heart. Kate, eat apace. And now, honey love, we will unto your fathers and revel it as bravely as the best. With silken coats and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs, farthingales and big stars and fans, double change of knavery, amber beads, bracelets, all this knave. What, hast thou died? Thy Tailor, stays thy leisure to deck thy body with this ruffling treasure. Come, Tailor, let us see these ornaments. What news with you, sir?
Here's the cap your worship did speak.
Why, this was moulded on a porringer. No, this is a velvet dish fine. Fine, tis lewd and filthy. What? This is a cockle or a walnut shell to knack. A toy, a trick of baby's cap. Now, away with it, come. Let me have bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This cap doth fit the time, and gentlewomen wear such caps as these.
When you are gentle, you shall have one, too. And not till then.
That will not be in haste.
Why, sir? I trust I may have leave to speak, and speak I will. I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me speak my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart, concealing it, will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to the uttermost, as I please in words.
Thou sayest true. 'Tis a paltry cap, it's a custard coffin, a silken pie. Thou likest me, in that thou lovest it not.
Love me or love me not, I like the cap. And it I will have, or I will have none.
Aye, gown, why not? Come, Tailor, let us see it. Mercy God. What masking stuff is here? What is this? A sleeve. Tis a demi-cannon. What, it's up and down. It's carved like an apple tart. He's a nip. A nip, a cut, a flick, and a slash. What in the devil's name, Tailor? Callest thou this?
I see she's like to have neither cap nor gown. He made me take it orderly and well according to the fashion of the time.
Well, marry, I did, but if thou remembered, I did not bid thee marry through the time. Go. Hop over every kennel home, for you shall do so without my custom, sir. I'll none of it. Hence, make your best of it.
I Never did see a better fashion gown. More quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Aye, true, he means to make a puppet of thee.
She says your worship means to make a puppet of you.
Monstrous! Arrogance, thou liest, thread, thimble, yard, 3/4, half-yard, quarter, nail. Thou flea. Oh, Nis, thou winter cricket, thou, braved in mine own house, with a skein of thread. Away, thou rag, thou quantity, thou remnant, or I shall so bemeet thee with thy yard, as thou shalt think while prating, whilst thou livest. I tell that thou hast moored her gown.
Your worship is deceiving. The gown is made just as my master had directed. Grumio gave order how it should be done.
I gave no order. I gave him the stuff.
But she did not request to have it made.
Oh, marry, sir, with a needle and thread.
But she did not desire to have it cut.
Huh. Thou hast faced many things.
I have.
Face not me. Thou hast braved many men. Brave not me. I will neither be faced nor braved. I say unto thee, I bid your master cut out a gown. I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
Here's an order of passion to testify.
Read it.
The note lies in his throat if he say I said so.
Infamy is still a loose-bodied gown.
Master, if ever I said a loose-bodied gown, well, sew me into the skirts of it and beat me to death with a bottom of brown thread. I said a gown.
Proceed.
The small compass cape.
I confess the cape.
With the trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
There's the villainy.
Error in the bill, sir, error in the bill. I commanded the sleeves be cut out and sewn up again, and that I will prove upon thee, though thy little finger be armed in a thimble.
This is true that I say, and thou were in a position when thou knowest.
Oh, I am for thee straight. Take thou the bill, give me thy meter yard, and spare me not.
God of mercy, Grumio, that he shall have no odds.
Well, sir, in brief, the gown is not for me.
Why? It is for my mistress.
Go, take it up to thy master's use.
Villain, not on thy life. Take up thy mistress's gown for thy master's use.
Sir? What's your conceit in that?
Oh, sir, the conceit goes deeper than you think for. Take up my mistress's gown for his master's use. Oh, fie, fie, fie.
Say thou wilt see the tailor paid, Hortensia. Sirrah, be gone. Talk not, say no more.
Tailor, I'll pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness of his hasty words. Away, I say, commend me to thy master.
Come. We will unto your fathers even in these honest, mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, and our garments poor, for 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. And as the sun breaks through the darkest clouds, so honor peereth in the meanest habit. What? Is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? Or is the adder better than the eel because his painted skin contents the eye? No, Kate! Neither art thou the worst, even in this poor furniture and mean array. And if thou accountest it a shame, lay it on me. And therefore, frolic, we will henceforth with to feast and sport at thy father's house. Go! Call my men and get us straight to him, and bring my horses unto Long Lane, and there we will mount, and thither walk on foot. Oh, let us see now, 'tis some 7 o'clock, and well we may come by there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2 and 'twill be supper time ere you come there.
It shall be 7 ere I go to horse. And look what I speak or do or think to do. You are still crossing it. Sirs, let it alone. I will not go today, and ere I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is.
Why, so this gallant will command the sun.
Sir, this is the house. Please it you that I call.
What else? But I be deceived. Signor Baptista may remember me. Near 20 years ago, we were your lodgers at the Pegasus.
'Tis well, and hold your own in any case with such austerity as longeth to a father.
Oh, I warned you, but sir, here comes your boy. 'Twere good if he were schooled.
Fear you not him. Sirrah Biondello, now do your duty thoroughly, I advise you. Imagine 'twere the right Vincentio.
Tut, fear not me.
But hast thou done thy errand to Baptista?
I told him that your father was at Venice and that you looked for him this day in Padua.
Thou art a tall fellow. Hold thee that to drink. Here comes Baptista. Set your countenance, sir. Signor Baptista, you are happily met. Sir, this is the gentleman I told you of. I pray you stand good father to me now. Give me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft son, by your leave, sir, having come to Padua to gather in some debts, my son Lucento made me aware of a weighty cause of the love between your daughter and himself, and the good report I hear of you, and the love he beareth your daughter, and she to him. But not to stay him too long, I am content in a good father's care to have him matched. And if you please to like, no worse than I, upon some agreement, me shall you find ready and willing. Well, with one consent to have her so bestowed. Curious, I cannot be with you, Signor Baptista, of whom I hear so well.
Sir, pardon me what I have to say. Your plainness and your shortness pleases me well. Right true, it is your son Lucentio here that doth love my daughter, and he loveth her. Or both dissemble deeply their affections. Therefore, you say no more to this, and that you, as a father you will deal with him, and say, give my daughter a sufficient dower, then the match is made. Lucentio shall have my daughter with consent.
I thank you, sir. Where then do you know best we be affied, and such assurance ta'en as shall with either part's agreement stand?
Well, not in my house, as you know, Lucentio. Pitchers have ears, and I have many servants. Besides, old Gramio's hearkening still, and we may be happily interrupted.
Then at my lodging an it like you. There doth my father lie, and there this night we'll pass the business privately and well. Send for your daughter by your servant here. My boy shall fetch the scrivener presently. The worst is this, that at so slender warning you are like to have a thin and slender pittance.
It likes me well. Cameo, hie you home and bid Bianca make her ready straight. And if you can, tell us what has happened. Lucentio's father has arrived into Padua, and asked if she'd be Lucentio's wife.
I pray the gods she may, with all my heart.
Dally not with the gods, but get thee gone. Signor Baptista, shall I lead the way? Welcome! One mess is like to be your cheer. Come, sir, we will better it in Pisa.
I will follow you.
Cambio!
What sayest thou, Biondello?
You saw my master wink and laugh upon you?
Biondello? What of that?
Faith, nothing, but has left me here behind to expound the meaning or moral of his signs and tokens.
I pray thee, moralize them.
Then thus, Baptista is safe, talking with the deceiving father of a deceitful son.
And what of him?
His daughter is to be brought by you to the supper.
And then?
The old priest at St. Luke's Church is at your command at all hours.
And what of all of this?
I cannot tell, except they are busied about a counterfeit assurance. To the church, to the priest, clerk, and some sufficient honest witnesses. If this be not that you look for, then I have no more to say, but bid Bianca farewell forever and a day.
Oh, hearest thou, Biondello?
I cannot tarry! I knew a wench, married in an afternoon, as she went to the garden for parsley to stuff a rabbit. And so may you, sir, and so, adieu. Sir, my master hath appointed me to go to the church, and if the priest be ready to come against you, come with your appendix.
I may, and will, if she be so contented. She will be pleased, then wherefore shall I doubt? Hap what hap may, I'll roundly go about her. Shall go hard, if Cambio go without her.
Ah, well, come on, in God's name, what's much more our fathers? Good Lord. Look how good and brightly shines the moon.
Moon? The sun, it is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I say it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now by my mother. Oh, and that is myself. It shall be moon, or star, or what I list, ere I journey toward your father's house. Sirs, let turn us around and take our horses back again. Evermore crossed and crossed, and nothing but crossed.
Say as he says, or we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it sun what you please, and if you please to call it a rush candle, henceforth I vow it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay then, you lie. It is the blessed sun.
Then God be blessed. It is the blessed sun. But sun it is not if you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind. But you will have it named, even that it is. And so it shall be so for Catherine.
Petruchio, go thy ways. The field is won.
Well, forward, forward! And thus the bull should run, and not unluckily against the bite. But soft, what company is coming here? Good morrow, gentle mistress. Where away? Tell me, sweet Kate, and tell me truly too, hast thou beheld a fresher gentlewoman? Huh. Oh, such warm white and red within her cheeks. What stars do spangle heaven with such beauty as those two eyes become that heavenly face? Fair maiden, once more. Good day to thee. Sweet Kate, embrace her, for beauty's sake.
He will make the mad to make the woman of him.
Young budding virgin, fair and fresh and sweet, whither away, or where is thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child, and happy are the man whom favorable stars allots thee for his lovely bedfellow.
Oh no, Catherine, I hope thou art not mad. This is a man, old, faded, withered, wrinkled, as not the fair maiden as thou sayest he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaking eyes that have been so bedazzled by the sun that everything I look upon seemeth green. Now I perceive thou art, reverend father. Pardon, I pray thee, for my mad mistaking.
Do, good old grandsire, and make known which way thou travellest. If along with us, we shall be joyful of thy company.
Fair sir, and you, my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amazed me. My name is called Vincentio, my dwelling Pisa, and bound I am to Padua, there to visit a son of mine which long I have not seen.
What is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
Well, happily thy mad happier for thy son. And now by law as well as reverend age, I may entitle thee my loving father, the sister to my wife, this gentle woman. Thy son by this hath married, and wonder not, be not grieved, for she's of good esteem, dowry wealthy, and of worthy birth. And beside, so qualified as may beseem the spouse of any noble gentleman. Let me embrace with old Vincentio, and wonder we to see thy honest son, who upon their arrival shall be full joyous.
Sir, but is it true? Or else is it your pleasure, like pleasant travellers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
I do assure thee, father, so it is.
Come along and see the truth hereof, for thy first merriment hath made thee jealous.
Well, Petruchio, this has put me in heart. Have to my widow, and if she be froward, then hast thou taught Hortensio to be untoward.
Softly and swiftly, sir, for the priest is ready.
I fly, Biondello, but they may chance to need thee at home. Therefore, leave us.
Nay, faith, I'll see the church at your back and then come back to my masters as soon as I can.
I marvel Cambio comes not all this while.
Ah, sir, here is the door. This is Lucentio's house. My father's bids more toward the marketplace, and here I must go, and thither I leave you, sir.
Sir, you will not choose but drink before you go? I think I shall command your welcome here, and by all likelihood, some cheer is aboard.
They are busy with it. You had best knock louder.
What's he that knocks as he would beat down the gates?
Is Senor Lucentio within, sir?
He is within, but not to be spoken withal.
What if a man bring £100 or maybe two to make merry withal?
Keep your £100 to yourself. He shall not need it as long as I live.
Nay, sir, I told you, your son is well beloved in Padua. Do you hear, sir? To leave frivolous circumstances, I bid you tell Signor Lucentio that his father is come from Pisa, and is here at the door to speak with him.
Oh, then thou liest. His father's come from Padua, and is here looking out the window.
Art thou his father?
Aye, so his mother says, if she may be believed.
How now, gentlemen? This is flat knavery to take upon you another man's name.
Oh, arrest this madman. I believe he comes to the city to cozen someone in my countenance.
I have seen them in the church together. God send them good shipping. Oh, but who is here? Mine old master Vincentio. Now we are undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, crackhead.
I hope I may choose, sir.
Come hither, you rogue. What? Have you forgot me?
Forgot you? No, sir, I could not forget you, for I never saw you before in all my life.
Oh, my notorious villain, didst thou never see thy master's father, Vincentio?
What, my old worshipful old master? Yes, marry, sir. See where he looks out of the window.
Is so indeed?
Help! 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 There's a madman who will murder me!
Help, son! Help, Senor Vicentio!
Let's stand aside and see the end of the controversy, Kate.
Sir, what are you that offer to beat my serpent?
What am I, sir? Nay, what are you, sir? O immortal gods! O fine villain! Silken doublet, velvet hose, silver cloak, and a coppertine hat! I am undone, I am undone. While I play the good husband at home, my son and his servants spend all at the university.
How now? What's the matter?
What is the man, lunatic?
Sir, you seem a sober ancient gentleman by your habit, but your words show you a madman. Why, sir, what cerns it you if I were pearl and gold? I thank my good father I am able to maintain it.
Thy father, O villain, is a sailmaster in Bergamo.
You mistake, sir. You mistake, sir. Pray, what do you think is his name?
His name? As if I knew not his name. I've brought him up ever since he was 3 years old. His name is Tranio.
Away, mad ass. His name is Lucentio. He is my only son, and here to the lands of Senor Vicentio.
Lucentio? He hath murdered his master. Lay hold on him, I charge you in the Duke's name. Oh, my son, tell me thou villain, where is my son Lucentio?
Call forth an officer. Carry this mad knave to the jail. Signor Baptista, I charge you see that he be forthcoming.
Carry me to the jail?
Stay off, his son. He shall not go to prison.
Talk not, Senor Gramio. I say he shall go to prison.
Take heed, Senor Lucentio, lest you be caught in this business. I dare swear, this is the right Vincentio.
Swear if thou darest.
Nay, I dare not swear it.
Then thou wert best say that I am not Lucentio.
Yes, I know thee to be Senor Lucentio.
We are spoiled, and yonder he is. Deny him, forswear him, or else we are all undone.
Pardon, sweet father.
Lives my sweet son?
Pardon, dear father.
Wow, how is thou offended? Well, where is Lucentio?
Here's Lucentio. Right son, to the right, Vincentio. Have by marriage made thy daughter mine, while counterfeit supposes leered thine eye.
Yes, backing with a weakness to deceive us all.
Where is that damn villain Tranio that faced and braved me in this matter so?
Why, is this not my Cambio?
Cambio is changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio, while he did bear my countenance to the town. And happily I have arrived at the last unto the wished haven of my bliss. What Tranio did, myself enforced him to. Then pardon him, sweet father, for my sake.
My son, I'll slit the villain's nose that would have sent me to the jail.
But did you hear, sir? Did you hear, sir? Have you married my daughter without asking my goodwill?
Fear not, Baptista. We will continue. Go to. But I will be in revenge for this villainy.
Ha! And I to sound the depth of this knavery.
Look not pale, Bianca. Thy father will not frown.
My cake is dough. and in among the rest out of hope of all but my share of the feast.
Husband, let's follow to see the end of this ado.
First, kiss me, Kate, and we will.
What, in the midst of the street?
What? Art thou ashamed of me?
No, sir, God forbid. But ashamed to kiss.
Let us away again. Come, Sierra, let us home.
Nay then, I will give thee a kiss. Now pray thee, love, stay.
Let not be. Come, Kate. Better once than never, for never too late.
At last, though long, our jarring notes agree. Time it is, when raging war is done, to smile at scapes and perils overblown. My fair Bianca, bid my father welcome, while I, with selfsame kindness, welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, sister Katharina, and thou, Hortensio, with thy loving widow, feast with the best, and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Pray you, sit, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
And nothing but sit and eat and eat. And Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Padua affords his kindness, son Petruchio.
Aye, and what is kind?
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
How now for my life? Hortensio fears his widow.
Never trust me if I be afeard.
Oh, you are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I said Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world.
Roundly replied.
Mistress! How you mean that?
Thus I conceive by him.
Conceives by me. How likes Hortensio that?
My widow says that she conceives her terror.
Very well. Mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you tell me what you mean by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. Now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning. And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
Ooh, to her, Kate.
To her, widow.
Oh, $100, my Kate, just put it down.
That's my office.
Oh, spoken like an officer. To thee, lad.
Quick-witted folks.
Believe me, sir, they fed together well.
And butt. Any hasty witted body would say your head and butt were head and horn. I would not find me. Therefore I'll sleep again.
Oh, nay, that you shall not, since you have begun. Have at you a bitter jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush and then pursue you as you draw your bow.
She hath prevented me. Signor Tranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not, and thus a health to all who shot and missed.
Oh, sir, Lucentio slipped me like his greyhound, which runs himself and catches for his master.
A good, swift simile, but something currish.
'Tis well, sir, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer does hold you at a bay.
Petruchio, Tranio hits you now.
And I thank thee for that good Tranio.
Confess, he did not hit you here.
He hath galled me, I confess. And as the jest did glance away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 it maimed you to outright.
Now in good sadness, some Theatrical, I think thou hast a very shrew of all.
I say no. And therefore, for assurance, let us each one send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come when he doth call for her, shall win the wager which we will propose.
10. What's the wager?
20 crowns?
20? Oh, I'll venture so much for my hawk or hound, but 20 times so much for my wife.
100 then.
Contempt.
A match, 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Go, Biondello. Bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Son, I'll be your happy uncle Tom.
No. I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. Sirrah, how now? What's news?
Sir, my mistress sends word that she is busy.
She is busy, and she cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, sir, and a kind one too. Pray God, sir, that your wife never send it worse.
I hope better.
Sierra Biondello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Reap her. Well, nay then, she must needs come.
I'm afraid, sir, do what you will, yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
She will not come. Vile, intolerable, and not to be endured. Sir Grumio, go to your mistress. Say I command her come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The fouler fortune mine, and there an end.
My hold him. Here comes Christina.
What is your will, sir, that you call for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Well, go fetch them hither. If they deny to come, swidge me them swoundly forth unto their husbands. Go on, I say. Bring them hither straight.
Here is a wonder, if you will talk of a wonder.
So it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry. Peace it bodes. And love. And quiet life. And awful rule and right supremacy. And to be short, what's not that sweet and happy?
Ha! Now fair befall thee, good Theatrical. Thou hast won the wager, and I shall provide to the losses 20,000 crowns. For she has changed as she has never been.
For that I will show more sign of her obedience, her new built church and obedience. Here where she comes and brings your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Oh, Catherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with it, throw it underfoot.
Lord, never give me cause to sigh till I be brought to some.
What a foolish duty call you this?
I wish your duty were as foolish. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
Marvel you for laying on my duty.
Catherine, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Oh, come. You are mocking. There will be no telling.
Go on, I say, and begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall. Begin with her.
Fie. Unknit that threatening unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frost do bite the meat, confounds thy fame as whirlwind shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty. And while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, to watch the night and storms, the day and cold, and craves nothing at thy hands but love, true looks, and fair obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman owes her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul, contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war where they should kneel for peace, or seek rule, supremacy, or sway, when they are bound to love, serve, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, come, you froward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason haply more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength is weak, our weakness past compare, with that which seeming to be most, which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place thy hand below thy husband's foot, in token of which duty as he please. My hand is ready, sir, may it do him ease.
'Tis a wench. Come and kiss me.
Well, go thy ways, lad, for thou shalt have.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward.
Aye, but a harsh hearing when women are froward.
Come, Kate. We'll to bed. We three are married, but two are sped. 'Twas I won the wager, though you is the wife. God be willing. God give you good night.
Well, go thy ways. Thou hast tamed a cursed Shrew.
'Tis a wonder. By your leave, she will be tamed so.
Hooray!